my Fourth Amendment rights.
No, stop.
Outside.
You're violating my Fourth Amendment rights.
Hey, you guys cannot come in here without a search warrant.
Get going.
He's looking at you because he's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Because it's not a crime.
In a world where the authority of police cops often goes unchecked, what happens when kids refuse to back down against their authority? Here are 7 cases of when cops were defeated by kids.
Remember I told you when you first pulled me over?
I had nothing to drink. He's gonna look stupid.
At approximately 12:12 a.m. on August 28, 2022, Taven Galanakis is pulled over by Newton police officers Nathan Winters and Lieutenant Chris Wing for using his high-beam headlights while driving home. As soon as the officer pulls him over, he informs him that it is illegal to drive with high-beam headlights on and requests his license, registration, and insurance.
Hi there.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good.
My name's Officer Winters with the Newton Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on.
Okay, well that's not legal.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Yeah, I turn when a car comes by, I turn them off, but like.
Well, you didn't with me.
Oh, you weren't close enough though. You were like, you were a while, yeah, you were a while back.
It has to be within 500 feet.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
And you're not supposed to have your brights on in the city limits.
My fault, my fault.
You got your license, registration, insurance with you?
Yeah, I got you.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you headed?
Back home.
Where's home?
It's right down,
Okay. Are you new to town or something?
No.
I just noticed you have Adair County plates.
Yeah, I got it from my grandpa.
Okay.
He lives in Greenfield, Iowa.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Where are you coming from?
Friend's house.
Okay. Anything to drink over there?
Nope.
I didn't hear what you said.
Is one of these? Need one of these right here?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start. That's the registration.
I just got a new one, so I don't know which one's the old one.
Okay.
Galanakis eventually hands over all 3 documents to Winters, and they both head to the police car on Winters' request. Officer Winters then asks if Galanakis has had anything to drink. Galanakis naturally replies no, but the officer isn't convinced. As if bent on making an arrest, Winters, claiming that the 19-year-old's eyes were watery and bloodshot, and that he fumbled when trying to retrieve proof of registration, demands that Galanakis comes into his car. The conversation that follows is a bit strange as the kid requires a breathalyzer to immediately prove his innocence, but the officer stalls.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
None.
What do you mean none?
I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. Why would your eyes be watery and bloodshot? I just noticed you have Adair County plates.
Yeah, I got it from my grandpa.
Okay.
You want to blow me real quick?
I don't want to blow you.
Pause.
We'll probably get there. How old
That's
are
funny.
you?
19.
Uh-huh.
19.
Okay.
I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. So your movements in the car with you fumbling over the registration
Yep.
kind of say otherwise.
All right.
And so does the odor of alcohol coming from your person.
Great. Let's do a test and
We'll get to the test.
I can't wait.
The officer is meant to carry out sobriety tests, but he proceeds to carry out not 1, not 2, but 6 different field sobriety tests. At some point, it starts to feel like Officer Winters knows Taven is not drunk, and since the breathalyzer will clear all doubts and make him look silly, he tries to avoid it as much as possible.
I'm going to have you stand with your heels and toes together, with your arms down to your side. Okay? I'm going to check your eyes.
Cool.
Okay, what I want you to do is follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, and do not move your head, okay?
Yep.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
What color are your eyes?
Hazel.
Hazel, do they ever change colors?
Nope.
Okay, not that you know of? Okay. Can you see my finger clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're going to take a series of small steps and take 9 steps back, okay? During this, keep your arms down to your side. Watch your steps. Count your steps out loud, and once you've started walking, do not stop until you've completed the test, okay?
I guess so. How do I turn?
Take a series of small steps. Stops walking 13 steps. Improper turn.
Exactly.
Questions?
Look, you in pants. I'm in shorts and it's raining now.
I wear shorts when it's 30 below.
Congratulations.
questions about the test?
Nope.
Okay, if you don't have any questions, you may begin. Keep your legs straight. So, just follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only and don't move your head, okay?
Gotcha. You want me to cross my eyes or what?
I want you to follow my finger all the way in.
I see it.
Okay. Okay. I want you to stand with your heels and toes together with your arms down your side. When I say begin, I want you to estimate the passing of 30 seconds. Close your eyes and tilt your head back, okay?
Estimate the pass in 30 seconds?
Yes, sir.
Can I count out loud?
If you want. Left. Right. Left. Right. Right.
I used to love Newton cops. I used to love them. Never give me no problems. Till now. My beams were on because I have a tail light out. Not my tail light. One of the bulbs up front is out. That's why I pulled them up.
Okay.
I didn't know it was illegal.
Let's go to the front of the car here.
After conducting sobriety tests on Galanakis, it's clear he isn't intoxicated, so Winters now has no choice but to proceed with the breathalyzer test. Taven blows into the device, and to no one's surprise, the result shows that he's as sober as a judge. But what Officer Winters does next is absolutely shocking, and Taven Galanakis cannot believe it.
Because you're showing some very strong signs of impairment.
Am I?
All right, what I want you to do is make a tight seal around this and blow outwards like you're blowing up a balloon, okay?
Cool.
All right.
You ready?
Yep. Okay, you can relax. So I'm going to read you Miranda, okay? Right now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, will be appointed to you before any question, okay?
Is there...
When's the last time we smoked weed?
I do not remember that.
Tonight?
No.
Okay, well I think
right?
it's tonight.
I've had no weed tonight.
Jasper 6:30 down on PBT.
What? Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I smoke? I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed. That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do
Absolutely I can.
that. Is he allowed to do that?
Yes, he is.
So I blow zeros and you suspect drugs now. That's what we on? I blow zeros, so you think I'm on drugs. That's ridiculous.
I would. During my field sobriety, it is indicative of impairment. So let's be honest.
I'm being honest.
You smoked some weed at your friend's house?
No.
You hit a pin?
Nope.
After it's clear that he's not under the influence of alcohol, Winters accuses the kid of having smoked weed. This contradicts the cop's earlier assertion that he smelled alcohol from Taven. Clearly, the cop has a vendetta against Taven. Someone might assume that it's because Taven is a college footballer, which Officer Winters fell just short of being.
Why is your field sobriety so poor?
What?
Why is your field sobriety so poor? And why are you so lethargic and slow moving and speaking with a slurred speech? And your eyes are watery, and your eyes are bloodshot.
You know why they're watery? Probably because we're in rain right now, dumbass.
It doesn't affect them in the car, or in my car.
Well, I don't know what you're seeing because I can't even see my eyes. No weed. I don't smoke weed. I play college football. I told you that.
Whatever the real reason may be, Winters appears desperate to take Taven into custody. He begins grasping at straws and throwing accusations at the kid, and then suggests that he should do another test, which Taven agrees to. What Taven doesn't know is that this test would require him being taken to the station anyways. When he finds, he refuses to go with them, and Officer Winters arrests him with no hesitation.
I play college football. I told you that. We get tested every Friday.
Okay.
Don't smoke weed.
Today's Saturday.
Okay? It's 30 days. Weed stays on your for 30 days. So if I did a test next week, I'd be off the football team. Dumbass. Come on. Come on. I want that video too.
Okay, but I think you're impaired. I think you're under the influence.
You think
of
I'm
something.
impaired?
Yes.
Well, I'm not.
Okay. Do you want to talk to another officer?
Hell yeah, get him over here.
Do you want to do a drug recognition evaluation or a drug influence evaluation?
What's that?
There's an officer who checks your blood pressure, does a whole bunch of tests.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Okay. So, I spoke with the drug recognition expert, and he said that he's willing to do a drug influence evaluation on you. We would have to go up to the PD.
Right now?
Yep.
I don't want to do that right now.
You don't want to do it right now?
No.
Why not?
Because you had me out in this damn rain.
We would go to the PD where it's
Well, I
dry.
don't want to do that. I don't want to do that now. I want to go home. You wasted my time.
Turn around,
Wait.
put your hands behind your back. Right now you're being placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated, okay?
I'm not intoxicated. Sir, I'm not intoxicated. I blew zeros.
You can be under the influence of a narcotic.
When they arrive at the station, Galanakis consents to the drug test. After no drugs are found, he is released without charges.
Let's go ahead and get your left wrist again. I'm going to check another pulse on you. Do you have a shirt underneath your sweater? Alright, so big one on this is just don't move, don't talk. It's like a blood pressure cuff at like the doctor's office. It'll get a little tight, but it shouldn't hurt or nothing. So we got that there. Any glow-in-the-dark tattoos? No. Bottom line up front, we're going home tonight, okay? I have no evidence or no information to suggest that you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Thank you.
Hey buddy, what's going on?
So, I just want to know, like, how does it feel?
How does it feel for what?
Remember I told you when you first pulled me over?
I had nothing to drink. He's gonna look stupid.
You're like, you're impaired. You're on drugs. You drink alcohol. Turns out I'm not on any of that.
Okay.
A few weeks after his arrest, Galanakis uploads body camera footage of the incident to social media and files a lawsuit against the officers for false arrest and civil rights violation, which is currently progressing in federal court. However, the court also allowed Winters to pursue a defamation claim against Galanakis regarding statements about alleged domestic abuse, which Winters has not been convicted of. If you think this young man handled the cops well, wait until you hear about the kid in our next case.
Violating my Fourth Amendment rights.
No, stop. Outside.
You're violating my Fourth Amendment
Hey,
rights.
you guys cannot come in here without a
Get
search
the
warrant.
phone. Get the
Going to be
phone.
I'm
tased.
videoing.
Get the
Don't
phone.
cooperate.
I'm cooperating.
We're
Just
finding you
don't.
to be
I'm not
tased.
fighting you.
We're finding you
I'm
to be
not
tased.
fighting you.
Outside now.
Walk outside so we talk. Okay.
On September 29th, 2019, in the mid-afternoon, an incident takes place between Michael Franchek and Park City police officers at his residence on Spalding Court. The police are called to investigate a loud argument between Franchek and a neighbor. The neighbor had allegedly threatened to beat Jack, Franchek's son, after telling him to stop riding his gas-powered bicycle. What happens after the police arrive will make you wonder how a 15-year-old could display more sense than a group of police officers.
Can I help you?
Hello, are you, Michael?
Hi. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, we're here about a...
your name?
Officer Rodriguez.
First name?
Jim.
Jim. How are you, Jim?
Can
And
I-
your name? Please.
Franchek refuses to discuss the incident and attempts to return inside his house. At this point, there is no reason to arrest or detain him, and he should have been free to leave at any time. But what these officers do next will shock you.
Let's go ahead and talk about the incident that you had out here a few minutes ago.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Step down here for me.
No, thanks.
Yeah, no. Hey!
Whoa. I didn't do anything. You just came into my house without a warrant.
You're
What did you? I'm not running away from you.
You just did. Is there any gun in your back pocket? I just want to make sure we're safe.
We're safe.
Okay, come on
I'm not
outside.
coming outside.
Can we talk right here?
Sure we can.
Not only do these officers forcibly enter Franchek's house to drag him out, but they also tase him while trying to arrest him, despite his agreement to speak to them from inside his home. During this, Franchek's son, Jack, starts recording as the cops wrestle Franchek out of the house and escort him to the police cruiser. And as you can imagine, the situation only gets worse from here.
Can we talk right here?
Sure we can. Jack, come here. Record this.
Come on outside.
Record this.
Come outside.
Jack, record this. Grab my phone and record this. Whoa! I'm injured.
Okay. Cooperate.
I am cooperating. You're violating my Fourth Amendment rights.
No, stop. Outside.
You're violating my Fourth Amendment
Hey,
rights.
you guys cannot come in here without a
Get
search
the
warrant.
phone. Get the
Going to be
phone.
tased.
I'm videoing.
Get the phone.
Cooperate.
I'm cooperating.
We're
Just
finding
don't.
you to be
I'm
tased.
not fighting you.
We're finding you
I'm
to be
not
tased.
fighting you.
Outside now.
Walk outside so we talk. Okay. Enough. I didn't do anything. You just tased me for no reason.
Taser deployed.
Stop.
Outside.
What are you doing?
Stop.
What am I being detained for?
Outside.
What am I being detained for?
Just stop resisting.
I'm not
So we talk to
resisting.
you.
I'm not resisting. No, don't take his phone.
No.
Don't take his phone. Don't take his phone.
back.
I'm good. I'm good. I've chilled the whole time. I haven't done anything.
Relax.
I haven't resisted.
Officers.
I'm trying to talk to you.
I am behind my back. This is unbelievable.
No, I know.
This is
They
unbelievable.
walked in the house without a search warrant.
This is unbelievable.
Okay.
It's all on film. Get my camera.
It's on my phone too.
It's on
now.
my phone. The whole thing is on film. The whole thing is on film. Jack, follow me and record.
Okay.
Follow me and record.
Give us space.
I'm not.
Give us space.
Okay.
No, Jack,
What's
give
your
us the whole
space?
thing.
What's your space?
Jack, record the whole thing. Oh, you're recording.
Give us space.
Does this look like enough space?
What am I doing? You don't twist the handcuffs. You're injuring me. I'm not resisting.
When they reach the front of the building, Franchek tries to explain the situation to one of the officers, while Jack continues recording and questioning the officer's actions. However, the officers remain aggressive.
You saw that. You saw the whole thing. It's all been recorded.
It is.
I didn't resist.
I know.
I didn't do it. You know. See, he acknowledged that I didn't resist, Jack.
Yeah, I have it on video.
I didn't resist.
But we asked you to stop, right?
I didn't do anything against your instructions. This guy came into my house without a warrant, without any probable cause.
Let me just talk for a second.
I said, I don't know anything, and he tackled me in my house.
He told you to stop, right?
He did not say anything of the sort.
Officer,
it's
I
all on
heard the
video.
whole thing, and it's on video, so-
It's all
I
on
know,
video.
it is.
It's all on video.
It is.
Dude, that guy is out of control. I'm finally
Officer,
complaining against him. I
officer.
want him nowhere near me. That guy is crazy.
Officer.
It's just me and you, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm fine. Shh. No, he can
No.
talk. He can talk.
No,
I can
not
talk
while I'm
because
trying
I
to
was in
talk
the
You're gonna arrest
situation.
him?
No, I'm not going to arrest you.
Okay, then calm down. Then just what? What?
Well,
He
you
can
want me to talk to you?
He recorded the whole thing. This guy is out of
listen to me.
control.
Okay.
What's your badge? What's your name?
Step back.
I'm not.
look, he
I'm
just
on my
touched me.
property.
You can record all you want, but
Another
you're
one.
stepping back
Another
right
one.
now.
This guy,
Back.
Hey, don't
Back.
touch me. Stop harassing me.
In an attempt to intimidate Jack, one of the officers tries to pressure him into identifying himself, but the 15-year-old stands his ground and refuses. Meanwhile, another officer informs Franchek that he is under arrest for resisting, while Jack continues to challenge the officer's actions.
We're just trying to.
I'm videoing this. You please get out of my personal space.
No.
Yes.
You're not gonna
Get out
interfere
of my
with what we're
personal
doing.
space. This is my property. Please
You're
get out
not
of my
gonna interfere with an arrest.
I'm chill. I've been chill.
You can record all you want, but you're not gonna get close to what they're
I'm
doing.
on my property. Move out of my personal space.
I'm gonna stand right
This is
here.
my personal square. Please move.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Please move. You're in my personal space.
What's your name?
Yeah, I do not need to give you that.
Yeah, you do.
For what reason?
Jack, don't do
Because you're
anything.
I
involved
know.
in this.
I'm involved with this. Yes, but this guy threatened me and called the cops on you. And what's your badge number?
What's your name?
What's your badge number? Badge number. That says name.
3K12.
Okay.
Now, what's your name?
I'm not making any statements.
You're not making any statements?
Nope.
Okay, I have the right to identify you. You understand that, right?
Then you can search up my face and you can search up my record.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna sit tight for a minute. You're not
Okay.
going anywhere.
I can go in my house if I
No,
want.
you
Am I
can't.
detained?
You're detained.
For what reason? For what? That guy
going
threatening me? Why isn't that guy going to jail? That guy threatened to beat me in his ass. So why aren't you guys arresting him?
That's not the
Why aren't you
information I
attacking? Yeah. He can just lie.
Jack, Jack, step back and keep recording.
I'm literally in my space and this guy's just touching me.
I didn't touch you at all.
I have it on video.
I've been recording this whole time, buddy.
What are you
Okay.
detaining me for?
Right now, you're under arrest for resisting.
Well, I already know your name's Jack, and I'll get your last name in a minute. So.
Cool.
Nothing.
You're fine.
Nothing.
You're fine.
Nothing.
You're fine.
After a while, one of the officers takes Jack's account of the incident, and it's refreshing how this kid puts these officers to shame with his knowledge of the law.
Did they threaten to did he threaten to
Yes.
beat us up or anything?
Yes.
What did he say? What did
He goes, that bike is illegal. I said, no, it's not. It's a 50cc bicycle, and I have a permit for it.
Okay.
And he said, get out of the way. He was on his little road bike. He said, get out of the way or I'm going to beat your ass. So I don't, if you guys want to believe him, and we have 2 witnesses, he has 0.
Okay, calm down.
Just calm down, calm down.
No, I'm pissed off because you guys just came in our house.
But we tried to come here to ask a question and figure out what was going on because what we got told is a gun was involved in this incident. So we're going to take this a little
No
more
gun,
serious.
no gun was involved, not
Okay.
at all. I don't know why you have to.
We don't know that when
We don't know that. That's
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I
So
understand
we're
that.
gonna come,
Yes, I
okay?
totally understand that,
Okay?
but you can't just tackle him.
But when he's told to stop, he has to stop. That's a lawful command by an officer.
We can get physical.
Okay?
But you can't just come in the house without a.
We have to control this situation.
Do you have a
Yes, we
search
can.
warrant?
We don't need a
We don't
search.
need
Yes,
one.
you do to
You
come
might
in
want to go to
someone's house.
school and learn the law.
I
before
already
you wanna
know the
try it.
law.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Okay.
We're not going to
No,
argue.
you don't.
Okay, please don't talk to me.
Okay.
So get out of my way. Okay.
This is my case.
It's your
So I'll
case?
talk to you as much as I want.
Okay, well, I'm not
to
going to respond to you.
You don't have to respond
Okay.
to me, but I can talk to you.
Have a good day.
Okay. So, told you get out of the way, or he's gonna kick your ass, beat your ass, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Then what
Beat my
happened?
ass. And I rode my bicycle back here. He ran back with me. I closed the garage and I told my dad.
Okay.
My dad was like, "Who is this? If anything goes farther, I'm gonna have to call the police." He walks outside to see where the guy is.
Your dad?
Mhm.
Okay.
And the guy comes out and he steps and he for instance, he walks and he goes like this. He walks right here in front of his face.
So right here or
Like
down there?
no, right down there,
Okay.
at the corner where you guys were parked down there.
Okay.
And he walks up right to his face like this, and he said, "Step back, because you're violating my his personal space."
Okay.
One, and two, if he steps one more close or he touches him, he has the right to defend himself, and that is easily the right to defend himself. So there's no reason why he says a gun is involved.
It wasn't him that said it. He doesn't even know about this. This was a completely other parties that were watching the whole thing happen.
The confrontation leads to Franchek being charged with several misdemeanors, including disorderly conduct and failure to disclose identity. However, the charges are dropped after his trial, and he later files a federal lawsuit against the Park City Police Department for civil rights violations, seeking over $900,000 in damages and an apology from the city. Unfortunately, the case is dismissed without prejudice on August 30th, 2024, due to Franchek's failure to prosecute and update his address with the court. In the next case, a teenager successfully evades police capture and even puts an officer at risk. On July 29, 2023, an intense incident involving Cleveland police officers unfolds during a traffic stop when two officers pull over a car for not having a visible license plate. A male teenage suspect steps out of the vehicle, but the officers are not prepared for what happened next.
Ready? Where you going, bud? Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop walking away.
As the officers approach the suspect, he suddenly takes off running, and a foot chase ensues. The officers pursue the suspect through a residential neighborhood, but he is eventually picked up by the same car that had been stopped earlier.
Stop walking away. Come here. Hands out your pocket. Hands out your pocket.
5092.
Go like this. Got anything on you, man? No. Stop running. He's running towards 114 in Regalia. White t-shirt, red shorts.
We're gonna head up there. Copy, 2046.
He's running north on 113 from Regalia. Headed towards Kinsman. He's running east on Kinsman. He's trying to get picked up right now.
At the very last second, one of the officers manages to grab the suspect as he jumps into the car, and as the vehicle speeds away, the officer is dragged along, with the suspect hanging out of the vehicle.
He's trying to get picked up right now.
After about 10 feet, the officer lets go of the suspect and the car speeds off. Fortunately, the officer is not seriously injured, but the suspect, driver, and passenger remain at large. While it's clear these officers were doing their jobs, the same can't be said for the officers in the next case, who detained a teenager for simply flipping one of them off. In a video posted on May 28, 2022, Corporal Michael Pritch of the Little Egg Harbor Police Department in Ocean County, New Jersey, detains this young man for flipping him off. The interaction begins when the officer stops his car and approaches the teenager after being given the finger.
What? What's your problem?
What?
Why are you giving me the finger?
I'm walking away.
Huh?
Am I free to go?
Why are you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No. Come here.
For what reason?
Why are you giving me the finger?
I'm free to go. Am I free to go?
What's your problem?
Am I free to go?
No.
What, do you have a problem?
No.
Do you have a problem?
No.
You don't have a problem, then I can leave.
Why are you giving me the finger when you're walking? Huh? Come here.
That's legal.
No, it isn't.
Says who?
Says it all.
Pull up the law.
Huh?
Pull up the law.
What's your name?
What's the law?
What's your
What's
name?
the law?
What's your name? How
What's the
old
law?
are you?
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Whatever.
You.
What?
You heard me. What,
Come
you
here.
I'm afraid of you?
Come here. Get over here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
Says me.
Says who?
Turn around.
The corporal tells the teenager that it is illegal to flip him off. The young man argues that it isn't and asks the officer to quote the law that says it is. When the officer can't do so, the teenager starts walking away again and calls him a name, which clearly upsets the officer. But what happens next comes as a shock to this teenager.
He's looking at you because he's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Because it's not a crime. I know my rights.
Who are you?
I don't have to say any of that.
You do if you're being detained.
What's that?
You do if you're being detained.
For what reason?
What
legal reason am I being detained for?
Where are you coming from and where are you?
What legal reason am I being detained for? I need to know that. Legally, I need to know that.
Why are you
shooting me the finger?
Why are you?
Is that illegal?
Why are you flipping the bird? Yes, it is. It's causing a public disturbance and a public alarm if you are cursing in
So
public.
a single one.
So when you are cursing in public, you are causing a public disturbance. You're being a nuisance to the public.
In what way? When he was driving past? That's singular. Well, I'd like to see you guys prove it in court.
It's called causing a public disturbance.
I know the law.
By being a nuisance.
I know the law.
All right. So at that point, what he is doing is he's not saying you're being charged with anything. At that point, he is detaining you to make sure that there is nothing wrong.
Make sure you're okay.
Make sure that you're okay.
What reason does he need to detain me?
He thought maybe he thought you were signaling him down. I'm not sure.
That I was doing what?
Were you signaling to him?
No. No. You knew very well that I wasn't signaling to you, right? I wasn't signaling.
Well, you bring attention to yourself.
That's not signaling.
Your action's strange. I'm making sure you're okay.
Dude, that's so funny. Like, you're not here for my safety. You're not trying to protect me.
How do you know?
You're walking on the side of the road and you're cursing and you're flipping the bird.
Once at him. I gave him the finger once. That will not hold up.
Do you know him?
That will not hold up in a court of law. That will not hold up in a court of law. I know my rights.
Do you know him?
It's not your business.
Do you know him?
It's not your business. I
It is
plead the
my
fifth.
business.
I plead the fifth then. You guys make nothing out of something.
By you cursing and using vulgar gestures, it's causing a public disturbance.
What's the First Amendment for?
Okay. The First Amendment is for your freedom of speech. Okay.
Okay.
What does that have to do with
Was I making
using
a call to action? Was I making a call to action? Was I? Was I like
when you were
threatening
acting,
you in any way? Did I threaten you?
Do you understand?
You know what a call to action is?
Do you understand that you're acting?
Is that a call to action? Am I calling for an action to be done against you? No.
After detaining the teenager, the corporal calls for backup and explains the situation to the new officer, who doesn't see anything wrong in his colleague's actions, but the exchange that follows is truly embarrassing for the officers as the teenager schools them on his right.
So therefore, you need to identify yourself as a part of the investigation. So what is your name?
Okay, I'm gonna need all of your badge numbers.
I will give you everything written down on a card.
What's your rank?
I'll give it all to you on a card. Patrolman. I'm a patrolman. That's my rank. Patrolman.
Oh, patrolman.
Okay.
You?
Corporal. Okay. Interesting. So, what is your name?
I can give you.
If you have an ID, that's perfect.
Am I? Okay. I'll take it to court because this is still a detainment.
Are you a juvenile?
You tell me.
No. Okay. So. Because it has to be handled a little bit differently. That's all. If you're a juvenile, I have to call your parents and I have to advise them that I'm out with you and that I'm speaking with you.
Go ahead, Biggie.
That's all it is. Okay?
He's such a pig, bro.
So what does that make you?
Not a pig.
This officer clearly does not know the law because cursing in public is absolutely 100% protected by law, as is flipping off a cop. Or maybe he is just trying to cover up his partner's unlawful actions because in a sudden shift, the confused officer changes his approach, telling the young man that he's being detained to ensure his well-being, but the teenager is having none of that.
You cause a public disturbance and a public alarm, and you become a nuisance to the public. Okay,
you'll legally have to prove that I was a nuisance
when
to
you're
the public.
standing.
How would you do that? How would you do that? I just want to hear
camera systems. Okay, so when he goes by in the car, okay, and he sees you doing what you're doing,
and what was I doing?
Going to be there.
And what part of that caused the disturbance? That's what I'm trying to legally understand. I don't understand. Is that a body camera?
That's what it is.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna
And
take
you
a
can do
lawsuit.
that.
So who would I press criminal charges against? For what?
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to
police
call.
officers.
You're gonna have to call and figure that out with a lawyer.
I don't need to answer that. I'm asking you, where would I go to press charges against a police officer?
You would have to come down and file a complaint with
It's
the courts.
at this police station?
You would have to file a complaint with the courts.
Got it.
Okay, and then you can go from there if you want to see if you can press charges and whatnot if you
Perfect.
violated your rights.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Stay out of the roadway. Am I free to go?
Give us fingers.
Shut the f up.
Stay out of the roadway. Stop causing a public alarm.
Dude, shut the f up. Am I
Stop
free to go?
cursing.
Am I
You're free to go.
Stop cursing. Go.
You're free to go.
Kudos to this informed and intelligent teenager. He knew his rights and wasn't about to let the cops get away with violating them, much like the teenager in the next case.
It's illegal.
Phone down.
That's a Terry stop.
I'm detaining you.
That's a Terry stop.
Put the phone down.
That's a Terry stop.
On July 4th, 2019, Chris Biederstedt is recording a video on a public sidewalk outside the Mendota Lutheran home in Mendota, Illinois, when Officer Holland of the Mendota Police Department approaches him. The officer is responding to a complaint from a resident of the Lutheran home, claiming that Chris is attempting to video the inside of the facility from outside.
Why are you recording the nursing home? You're upsetting the people who live here. Chris, stop walking. Stop. What is going on? Why are you recording the... Chris, stop. Why are you recording the nursing home? I'm speaking to you. I'm getting complaints about your actions. What is going on? Chris.
Please let me go.
At this point, Officer Holland detains Chris and tells him he's upsetting the staff. Chris doesn't think he is doing anything illegal and tells the officer as much, but he is not expecting what happens next.
Let me go.
No, I need to find out what's going on. You're upsetting the people who work here. So stop.
I'm gonna go.
I'm ordering you to stop. So stop.
I don't. You work for me. I don't work for you.
Well, I work for the public who called me here because of the actions.
Did I
that
do
you're doing.
anything illegal?
You're upsetting the people who live here.
Did I do anything illegal?
27 from 156. Can you assist? You need to stop, okay?
I'm gonna.
What is going on and why
Is this illegal?
I want to know what's going on because you're upsetting these people. I want to know what you're
Did
doing.
I do anything illegal? I don't answer questions. Definitely not to
Disorderly
you.
conduct, Chris.
Disorderly conduct
You're
how?
alarming and disturbing the people who
Am
work
I
here.
allowed to photograph on the sidewalk or no?
I'm trying to figure out what you're doing.
Okay.
Chris?
Look, she's,
I'm going to put you in handcuffs if you don't stop.
You can put me in handcuffs.
Okay, then stop.
No, you can put me in handcuffs. This isn't legal.
Stop.
This is not legal.
What are you doing?
This is not legal.
Chris?
This is not legal. I'm trying.
Okay,
I'm going about my
detaining
day.
you. I'm detaining you until I can find out what you're doing and why you're doing this.
This is
Put your
illegal.
phone down.
That's a Terry stop.
I'm detaining you.
That's a Terry stop.
Put your phone down.
That's a
A Terry stop is a detention by police based on reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. Chris is correct in stating that Officer Holland is conducting a Terry stop based on the 911 call the department received, but this does not stop the officer from putting him in handcuffs.
This is illegal. That's a Terry stop.
I'm detaining you.
That's a Terry stop.
Put your phone down.
That's a Terry stop.
So, what's going on? What's your deal? What's going on and why are you recording these people?
Do you have your body cam on?
10-4, 10-6. Absolutely I do, my friend. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on and why you're doing this. Because you're upsetting them.
Is he a supervisor?
Absolutely he is.
After Officer Holland handcuffs Chris, Officer Stewart arrives at the scene and begins questioning him. Chris then asks what crime he is suspected of committing, and an exchange ensues over his right to film in public.
Why are you recording him inside?
And he will not give me that answer. He keeps
I
running
don't.
away from
I'm definitely not answering questions to you guys, but.
Okay, I'll hold him. Go see if they'll sign a complaint for disorderly conduct.
This-
Why are you being that way, dude?
Like what? Hey, can I not photograph on the sidewalk?
They were concerned that you were photographing residents inside.
No, there wasn't.
You weren't. You
No.
just photographing
Look, all these blinds are closed. Yeah.
along here. I don't know if
Yeah,
they are or
look,
not.
Go look at them. All right.
Why wouldn't you stop when she asked you to?
Do I have to?
Yes.
Was I being detained?
Yes.
What crime was I suspected of committing?
You really want to go that route?
What crime?
We're
was that?
investigating somebody acting in a disorderly manner.
How?
You're video recording a nursing home and you were upsetting the
Photography
residents.
on the sidewalk.
We didn't know that. Don't we have to talk about it?
Photography on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Do I have to answer questions to that? No, I don't.
Wow.
Do I?
Where'd you get your law degree, man?
Do I?
Well, if you just cooperated with her, you wouldn't be in handcuffs, right? That's what we got to get to the bottom of. Is there being a crime committed?
Silence is the consent for you to consistently.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Not a problem.
If I do not, what did I do anything illegal?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
That's a Terry stop. You have to come up to me and make consensual contact because you know why? Because I did not do anything illegal.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do a Terry stop or a contact card with you. That way you'll be served with.
But no, you forced a Terry stop on me.
No, we have to do an investigative stop.
You guys just put me in handcuffs. I didn't.
Because you're disobeying an officer.
How? Is that
She telling you
illegal?
to stop and come here. You're.
Did I do anything illegal?
That's what we're trying to determine.
After a while, Officer Holland returns with someone who appears to be a staff member of the facility and informs Chris that he is under arrest for disorderly conduct. Chris is then escorted to the police car.
Hello, ma'am.
So what?
Disorderly conduct.
Okay.
Disorderly conduct?
Yes.
How? For what?
I already explained that to
What
you.
did I do? Disorderly.
Let's go.
What did I
What? Put him in the car and then we'll talk about what's going on.
Okay.
What did I do disorderly?
Come on.
Okay.
I got your phone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it still on record?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Got anything illegal on you at all?
Sorry.
Okay.
Wouldn't come out here and do this. I was on the 8 line, certainly. Hey, Nolan.
Anything in your pockets?
Yep. Hey, go to the police station.
Some money and cards.
So, what was disorderly?
We will talk about that once we get back.
Get back?
Yeah, get back to the police department.
Okay.
That's your phone too?
Oh.
Okay. Go ahead and put him in there if you can.
Okay, let me make sure the door's unlocked.
All right.
Get back.
While Chris is in the car, Officer Stewart has a brief conversation with Officer Holland from which he concludes that Chris wasn't being disorderly. And after a calm discussion with the officers, Chris is released without charges.
I came up, he's recording, I'm like, Chris, hey, let me
What's
talk
he recording?
The whole side of the people are like, Chris, let me talk to you for a minute. I'm like, I'm getting a complaint about you being over here recording. And he's like, walk away. I'm like, Chris, come here.
Okay.
Chris, come here. Chris, come here.
But what was he doing that they feel is disorderly?
I explained to them the situation, and they
Sam, what was he doing that was disorderly?
he was recording them in the windows.
The people?
And he's walking by.
On this side too, or?
I don't know if it was that side, but when I came up, he was walking all along this way. He was recording the windows, he was recording the doors, he was recording everything. And I'm like, Chris, I need to talk to you about this complaint. He just keeps walking. I'm like, Chris, I need to talk to you about this complaint.
Who all seen him doing that? Were there residents in the windows?
I don't know if residents were in the windows, but we had a caller about it.
You buckled up yourself, or she buckled you up? She buckled me. Safety first, right? Come on out. All right. I tell you, I got to get to the bottom of things. Right over here. Okay? I got to get to the bottom of things, and you throwing these, turn around. I'll talk to you with handcuffs off. And you're still being detained until I can explain everything to you.
Don't understand why.
Well, just stop. That's what you got to do sometimes.
Well, I mean, that was clear. I feel like that was illegal.
No, it's not illegal. We can detain you, okay? That's the big difference. People read the internet and they watch movies and videos and they think that they can just say whatever they want and do whatever they want. Well, sometimes you have to confront the police and be talked to and say, hey, this is what I was doing. You get a hell of a lot further with sugar than you do with salt. Honestly, if you'd have just stopped and explained what you were doing, instead, you've got to have this whole, just let me talk. There would have been this whole production, okay? This whole production would have been eliminated. And what I would have said is, Chris, please don't videotape the place because you're freaking them out inside, okay?
So it's illegal to videotape them?
You're not getting what I'm saying,
No,
are you?
I'm just asking for...
It's not illegal to videotape, but be smart about it, okay? People in there are old. You give him his phones back and he can go.
You guys threw it in my trunk, or?
Yeah, they're in the trunk.
I appreciate it.
You gotta let us get to the bottom of things. It takes time. That's all we ask.
The next case in this video shows a chief of police abusing his power and attacking a teenager.
Then I'm gonna take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do?
Go.
What'd I do?
Go.
On the night of September 17th, 2022, at around 10:20 p.m., Bay City Public Safety Director Michael J. Ciccini had a heated encounter with 3 teenagers, including Travis Cram, in front of River's Edge Apartments on 9th Street in Uptown Bay City. The teens had been riding bird scooters and were preparing to leave the area when Ciccini, from a nearby balcony, began yelling and threatening them. He then approaches them on the sidewalk and does the unexpected.
I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do?
Go.
What'd I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here. It's disturbing the peace.
You hit me because of disturbing the
Yeah,
peace.
it's a crime. You need to go.
How did I disturb me? I didn't see anyone else wake up.
You need to get out of here. Right now, you disturbed my peace. Leave.
You just committed battery.
No.
Yes.
No,
You hit me with a flashlight. That's battery.
Get out of here.
How is that right?
Leave.
Battery, right?
On reaching the kids, Ciccini jabbed one of them in the right side with his flashlight, and as if that was not enough, he continued to threaten the kids. When the teens talked about calling the police, Ciccini informs them that he was the chief of police and continues to act like he was above the law.
Call the cops.
Yep, that's right. You call the cops.
You just committed battery, right?
Chief of police. Call the cops.
That doesn't work that way, dude.
Yeah. You're gonna tell me the law? What, you some legal scholar on the Supreme Court?
No,
So, like, what are we doing that's illegal?
Police. You can't hit me with
You
a
can't
flashlight.
disturb the peace.
Then
And you can't threaten to kick.
First Amendment.
What's the
Really?
First Amendment?
You hit me with a flashlight.
No,
I
you
can
don't
say
have a
whatever
right
I'm
to
saying.
disturb the peace.
You have a right to
Your rights
how are we
end when they
disturbing the
You
infringe
hit me
on
with a
downtown.
flashlight, bro. What are you talking
Like,
about?
Like,
I didn't even do it. How did you feel threatened, bro? Is it my luscious locks?
Teens refused to back down and even laughed at Ciccini, insisting they hadn't done anything wrong. But after one of them insulted Ciccini, things came to a head, and Ciccini decides he's had enough, so he calls for a police unit to arrest the kids.
Is it my luscious locks? Are you jealous? You bald huh? I would be jealous too. Look at my fucking Grinch out here, bro. Call the cops, bro. You committed battery. I can insult you all I want. You're gonna kiss me?
Assault me.
You wanna make out?
Assault
I'll
me.
make out with you right now. I swing both ways, bro.
Go ahead. Assault me.
I'm
Back
not gonna
up.
touch you. I'm not gonna touch you. I know
Get
better.
out of his face.
I know better, bro.
Hey,
What is
can
he
you
doing
send
to
a
you?
unit down here? I've got 3 hooligans that need to go.
Hooligans, you hit me with a flashlight.
I'm at 9th Street in front of River's Edge.
Can I sit down?
You can do whatever you want.
Sweet. Want to sit down?
Step it up.
I'm not gonna fight you,
Bye.
dude.
When city police arrives, they detain the teens at the scene for several hours, while Ciccini is allowed to leave. Eventually, the teens are released without any charges or citations. After the incident, the teenager files a complaint accusing Ciccini of misdemeanor assault and battery. Ciccini is then placed on administrative leave and later retires amid the ongoing investigation. Finally, we'll cover a case where 2 officers were outsmarted by a 19-year-old law student.
Yes or no? I need that ultimatum, or else I won't get my ID.
Okay, so technically right now, yes, you could be arrested.
Could. I need a yes or no. Like, I need you to tell me if you don't give me your ID right now, I'm gonna arrest you.
Why would I say that to you?
Because I need that ultimatum, because right now you're asking.
Yes.
And I have the right to say no, because you're asking. It's not a lawful order. I need you to make it a lawful order.
On September 14th, 2023, Joel Martinez shared a video documenting his encounter with the New Mexico Police Department. In the video, Officer Pirtle from the New Mexico State University Police Department responds to an anonymous tip alleging that 19-year-old student Joel Martinez had brought a case of beer to his dorm room. Shortly after, Officer Pirtle knocks on the dorm room door and Mr. Martinez begins recording the interaction.
Oh, sorry. How can I help you?
Is there anyone else in here?
No, it's just me.
Okay. You mind just opening the door that way I can see?
What you trying to look for?
I just want to make sure there's no one else in there to start, and then I'll talk to you about
no, there's no one in there right now.
As Joel opens the door, the officer informs him that a report has been made regarding his possession of alcohol and asks if there is any alcohol in his room. Joel refuses to answer, and when the officer asks to see his ID, he also declines, before demanding to know if he has committed a crime.
So I'm going to be honest with you. So we got a report that you were seen walking into your dorm with alcohol. So
Okay.
is there alcohol in there?
I don't answer questions. What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Purtle, NMSU Police.
Title and name?
The security officer.
Oh, security officer. Okay.
Okay. You have an ID with you?
I do.
Okay, can I see it?
You suspect me of a crime?
I do.
Okay, what crime and how can you articulate it?
Minor in possession of alcohol. We got a report that you were walked in.
So it's like
No.
here that they said thing.
Okay.
It's a yeah, right? It's like they said that he has, and that's how you're gonna articulate it.
So we don't have to go down this route. If you wanna go down this route, we can.
Well, I really don't, but like I'm studying right now.
The officer clearly lacks the authority to ask Joel for his identification, as the anonymous tip about him bringing alcohol into the dorm does not meet the threshold for reasonable articulable suspicion, and Joel points this out in the following exchange that ends with the officer calling his supervisor.
I'm studying right now. I'm doing homework. Get knocked on my door. I'm out here. I want to know what's on. You say that they said that there's alcohol in this room.
Okay.
Oh, they saw me going into this room, and that there's alcohol in there. How can you articulate it though?
Okay, so that's why I'm here talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I still need to ID you.
No.
And then we need to go from there.
You have to suspect me of a crime.
I do.
You realize that cops in New Mexico don't have qualified immunity, right?
I do that. I do.
Okay, so from here on, let's just be careful with what you're about to do right now. You're saying that you want my ID, but right now you or yourself can articulate a crime that I've committed.
Okay.
So
I already explained to you why I'm here. Why I need your ID.
I know what you're here, but okay, is my ID gonna tell you if there's alcohol in that room?
No, but I still need to identify you.
My name is Joel.
Joel what?
Joel.
I need your first, last name, and your date of birth.
No, you don't.
I do. If you don't want to provide that,
You don't want to call Officer Donovan or one of your supervisors here?
Yeah, I can get a sergeant over.
I
here if you'd
think
like.
calling him because right now, this is not what you want to do right now. Because this is a violation of my Fourth Amendment.
Okay. All right. Let me get a sergeant over here. Okay.
Yeah.
202-212.
Go ahead.
After a while, the supervisor arrives and the officer explains the situation to him.
All right. Appreciate it. So, made contact with him at the door. He got his phone out, started recording right away.
Okay.
I explained to him why we were here. Got a report that he walked in there with alcohol. Asked him if anyone else is in the room. He said, no one else is in the room. Like, okay, can you open the door so I can see? Make sure no one else is in there. I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'll come out here and talk to me. Okay. So he comes out. So, are you suspecting me of a crime right now? Am I being detained? All that kind of stuff. Explained to him what was reported to us, that he's suspected of taking alcohol into his dorm room, underage, and that I needed to identify him. Like, well, that's all hearsay. What is that going to do if you identify me? Well, we're suspecting you of a crime. It's a misdemeanor. So I at least need to identify you. What we do from there, whatever. But he gave me his first name as Joel, and doesn't want to give last name or date of birth, and asked to speak to Officer Donovan or one of my supervisors. So.
Cool. Okay. So right now we have minor in possession of alcohol, possibly.
And he asked me if anything's going to happen if I don't, or if he doesn't give me his name and date of birth. I told him that potentially you could be arrested for concealing identity if we want to go that route. Okay, I want you to give me that ultimatum right here, right now, that if I don't give you my ID, that you're going to arrest me for concealing identity. And I said, well, you want to talk to the supervisor, so how about we just wait till the sergeant gets here. He said that are you aware that MSU, or that New Mexico doesn't have qualified immunity? Yeah. So he went down that route, so I think that's what he's trying to get at. So that's pretty much where we're at.
Okay.
Concealing ID and
When both officers return to Joel, he inquires whether he could be arrested for failing to identify himself, but the supervisor does not provide a clear answer. After some time, the supervisor asks Joel for consent to search his room, to which Joel promptly refuses. The supervisor then states that they have reasonable suspicion that a crime has been committed, necessitating his identification. Joel responds that he will only provide his ID if they give him an ultimatum, as this would help him set up a potential lawsuit against the officers.
Could be arrested.
Could. I need a yes or no. Like, I need you to tell me, if you don't give me your ID right now, I'm gonna arrest you.
Why would I say that to you?
Because I need that ultimatum. Because right now you're asking,
Yes.
and I have the right to say no. Because you're asking. You're not. It's not a lawful order. I need you to make it a lawful
you're
order.
being detained for suspicion of minor in possession of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
We need to see your ID.
Okay, and if not,
And if not, you could be considered
Could?
concealing identity.
because New Mexico statute says that concealing of identity is a secondary charge. I would have to have been arrested or suspected of a crime.
No.
Right now, you hear just
You don't have to
hearsay.
be arrested or suspected. You're being suspected of having possession.
On what grounds?
Okay, so do you have any alcohol in your possession?
I don't answer questions. On what grounds?
Okay, so you don't have any alcohol in your possession.
On what grounds? I don't answer questions. On what ground?
So the next step in this process would be: would you give us consent to check your room?
Nope.
To make sure that
Nope.
you have no alcohol in your possession.
Nope. I do not consent to any searches nor seizures.
Okay, very good. All right. This is completely up to you how you want to play this.
You could get a warrant, or you could,
So
or you have probable
right
cause.
now-
Go
right
ahead.
now, we do have reasonable suspicion that possibly a crime had been committed.
Mhm.
We're trying to investigate that.
Mm-hmm.
You're certainly welcome to refuse if you wish.
I know.
But we need to ID you.
Or
And if you do not present your identification, you can face a non-traffic
Could.
citation.
you're saying could. I need you to
Because
say
I'm
you
giving
will.
I'm giving you the opportunity to.
No, I need that
be
ultimatum.
cooperative
I
with
will
us.
give you my ID if you say that I'm going to go get arrested if I don't give it to you.
So you'll give us if we say that.
If you say that, yes, sir. Because that's already grounds for me to set up litigation against you.
So you're threatening to sue us.
I ain't threatening nothing, brother.
At this point, it is evident that both officers are at their wits' end, and their ignorance becomes more apparent when the supervisor has to Google the law before informing Joel that he could be arrested for concealing his identity. Once again, Joel requests a clear ultimatum regarding his identification. When the supervisor finally provides one, Joel hands over his ID.
Okay, so. Sure.
You have a class at the end or what?
Okay, so here's why we need your name and date of birth. I'm going to read you the law because you are a law student, okay?
Sean, can you
According to
again,
New
you again?
Mexico, it's all being recorded.
Yeah, I know,
My
but those
body
are hard to
camera's
get.
running.
So I'm gonna use my own.
So concealing identity consists of concealing one's true name or identity or disguising oneself with the intent to obstruct the due execution of the law.
Am I obstructing?
Or, yes, technically you are, with the intent to intimidate, hinder, or interrupt any public officer
Mhm.
or any person in illegal performance of his duties or exercise of his rights under the law of the United States.
Okay, so your investigation is investigating that I'm in possession of alcohol, right?
That's exactly
Okay,
what
and
we
if I don't
said.
give you, if I give you my ID, is that gonna tell you if I do or do not have alcohol in that room?
If
Or is it
you-
just a way,
if you
pathway
deny-
to find me with something?
No, the ID is so that we can identify who we are talking to. If you wish to deny us access to that room, that is totally within your rights.
I know.
But you refusing to identify yourself to
know.
us by name and date of birth,
Yeah.
full name,
Mm-hmm.
date of birth, that is concealing identity,
Yeah? Uh-huh.
okay?
Okay, so just tell me
So,
that if I don't give you
can-
the ID, you're gonna arrest me, just
Okay.
say it.
Show us your ID. We need to see your ID, or
Or-
you will be arrested.
Thank you. Y'all got that right? Yeah. Yeah, you got that. Pigs, fool, for real.
Why do you use that term?
Cause why the fuck are you searching my shit? Like,
We're not searching.
no, yes, that's a,
Go ahead and identify him real quick,
seize of
please.
my identification. Is it or is it not?
It's not a seizure. We just
It's
need
a
to confirm.
seizure of
The officers then speak to other residents in the dorm, and since they do not possess a search warrant to search Joel's room, they leave after a short period.
Basically, we got called, someone that suspected him of having alcohol in his dorm room, carrying a case of beer in.
Okay.
He's 19 years old. We will take a case report on it.
Okay.
There'll be a case number drawn. Pretty much, basically, he's pushing the issue on the concealing identity, but now that we've negated that, we don't have to do any more. We will take a report just to document the incident. Okay? Any questions?
Just the report number.
Yeah, we'll get that here. We'll get that here in just a minute. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it, Joel.
Yeah,
Okay, have a good. You guys can go to your room now. Thank you.
Maintenance.
Following the incident, Joel files a complaint against the department, indicating potential legal actions could arise if no resolution was reached. The situation remains under scrutiny, but as of now, Joel is yet to take any legal actions against the officers involved. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed watching, click on one of the boxes on your screen for more videos like this. See you in our next video.